one thing that you went viral for, and we over here at Zip, we noticed it, was because it was dancehall, was your saying a popular Spice lyric.
I thought it was another dancehall artist you're going to talk about.
No.
Right.
We can talk about the Spice. 'Cause you seem to be very into the Spice. So.
Well, the thing, we were actually, Spice and I, Grace, how that relationship actually developed was when her mic was cut, and I was hosting a panel discussion and said, look, come and let people see who you really are, because Spice is your alter ego and Grace is who I know. And it was important. So in saying, trying to distinguish the alter egos and saying, look, I probably wouldn't say this particular thing, but Spice would say that and stuff. That was a lyric of a song. And so I think people were thinking that I was talking about myself personally.
Okay. All right. When Lisa Hanna is in a party, does Lisa Hanna dance?
Yeah, man. And as a matter of fact, when I have parties at my house, there's a no cell phone policy because I don't want nobody doing this. And I don't. It's straight dance, and I don't come off the dance floor. That's not even I don't even debate that.
Okay. Next question is, can Lisa Hanna dance? What about the latest dance moves? Can Lisa Hanna do them?
Yeah, but some of them look like you're in combat.
Yeah.
I'm a cool and deadly, sensual
skank.
Yeah, and I like a partner. I'm not there for pop style on nobody and show and broke up myself and go from one side to the next. I'm not playing chess. Or checkers. So I'm cool in one corner, and yeah, man, you must feel the music, you must feel the bass. When I dance on the treble.
All right, final question. What is the biggest misconception you think people have of Lisa Hanna?
One that I'm young. I'm not. By age standards, so I think people lump me into a generation and think that I've been around for a minute. And I've been around a lot longer than that. And that I'm not widely read. So a lot of the times when I write my own speeches, I write my own material, I write my own press statements, my own press releases, everything. And I think the misconception is that they still typify me as Miss World 1993. This is 2020 people. 18-year-old Lisa Hanna is 45-year-old Lisa Hanna. So I think that is, and with social media, there are a lot of young people, especially young women, who see me and want to style you in a particular way. So as a parent of a 19-year-old, I get it. And I understand the anxieties and the frustrations and the insecurities of a lot of persons who are on social media who decide to transfer their own insecurities to you by saying negative things. Those things don't bother me. Criticism doesn't bother me. And as a matter of fact, I would more appreciate constructive criticism. I don't want to be in any relationship, whether it is virtual or otherwise, where people are just telling you how great you are all the time. So it keeps you in a reality check. And that's why I listen to a lot of the conscious reggae artists as well. You know, I think they are the vanguards that hold persons like myself accountable, especially in leadership. So I think that's the biggest misconception, that somehow she's still Miss World 1993. No.
Do you? I know I said one question before. You brought up a very good point, right? Because a lot of times people don't equate beauty with brains.
Right.
So do you feel like you have been in the past possibly been overlooked or been underestimated because they just say, oh, this is just another pretty face? I don't.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that is, and that will never. I don't think that conception is going to go away in many instances, because it's just a narrative that keeps being spoken about. The only time it goes away is if people become indifferent to it. I think there are a lot of women, and the range and the definition of beauty has changed. So what may have been considered beautiful in 1822 versus 1922 versus 2020 is not the same thing, you know. So when you look at the fashion magazines, for instance, so typically if an attractive person, whether a man or a woman, walks into a room, the first thing you perhaps may do back in the day was roll your eyes. And you feel that they have gotten a leg up or a step up because once they open the door, people warm to them more. But I don't think that's the case anymore. I mean, as somebody who hires people and who is in business, I can tell you that it's your attitude that is the most important thing. Not how you look, not how you dress, but it's your attitude, and not even your academics anymore. I would first take somebody who has a much better attitude and is willing